If you're listening to this podcast, it is likely because you're currently being pursued by some sort of extraterrestrial, spiritual, or cryptozoological threat. You probably saw that this show was about these sorts of otherworldly abominations and reckoned it a place of insight. Unfortunately, the following podcast is entirely farcical and will be of little help to anyone. But you're here, so you might as well enjoy the show and pray that it doesn't find you. Hello and welcome back to Lore Folk. It's a podcast where we riff on all things paranormal. I'm your host, Aidan Kidd, and today I'm joined by my co-host, confidant, and third thing, fuck it, we're not doing that anymore, Maddie Barr!
It's me, I'm Maddie! Here I am.
There's a pressing issue that we have to talk about. By the time this episode comes out, it will be long forgotten by the cultural consciousness, but it must be addressed, and that is the fact, and we're getting right into this shit immediately.
Hopping right in.
Is the fact that some
TikTok witches,
WitchTokers have hexed the moon!
the whole moon! They just went right ahead and fucking hexed it. Why not, right?
Exactly, Maddie. Here's the problem. This is not about us roasting WitchTokers for believing in witch stuff.
Yeah.
That's not what
No,
we're
that's
here to
cool.
do.
They can do
That's
that.
not what this is
Live
about.
their life.
What this is about is that I am furious to find out that an entire group of people who believe that they can commune with Satan and his minions himself are suddenly a bunch of nerds.
Ah, yes.
They're terrified of the fact that these WitchTokers curse the moon and think that's a bad thing. You have eldritch magics. You can do anything you want. Why are you fucking afraid of the moon?
Why don't they go further, right? Why just hex it?
Go big or go
Fight
home!
the moon, okay?
You have the power of an archangel demon thing running through your veins, and you're like, we shouldn't hex the moon. This might be bad. Fuck off! Burn the moon!
Aidan says, oh, absolute power corrupts, absolutely. And if you're not going to be corrupted, why bother having the power of being a witch, right?
Until I see that big fucking rock Majora's masking its way into the crust of this fine planet, you haven't done enough! The fuck, you bunch of nerds! Hex the moon! Hex the shit out of the moon! It'll be cool!
Aidan wants to start a war with God and the moon, so just do it.
Kill God, blow up the moon, suck a dick! That's what I do every day!
Fight the moon. Aidan's 2020 campaign, not for president, just for life. Fight the moon. Do it. Why not?
Fight it, blow it up. You should be... It baffles me that there's people who claim to have the ability to do these magic witchcraft things and voodoo dolls and whatnot, and still, they're like, Baphomet might get mad at us. He might be a little upset. Apollo and Athena are gonna be a little peeved. Like, fucking, can you not summon fire and do crazy shit? Can you not do it? It'll be so cool. I don't understand the hesitation. It irks me so that these people have found this arcane power and they're not even doing cool shit with it. Not even doing cool shit.
They're gonna hex you now.
Good!
Please don't come for me. I think witchcraft is neat. Don't hex the moon or whatever, but Aidan here.
Any hex that doesn't involve the moon crashing into me Majora's Mask style isn't an actual result of a hex.
Just tell the moon that Aidan was the one who did the hexing. So the moon will come for just Aidan.
We joke, but I imagine like the next episode we come to record, you're like, hey Aidan, it's time, we're ready to record, let's go. And I'm just like, Maddie, my child, the WitchTokers got to me. They've ruined my body. Much like the moon pulls the tides, they have removed my body of all water. I am but a shriveled husk of a human being. Anyway, let's talk about sucking Bigfoot's dick again. That bit never gets old.
And I'll say, great job, witches. You did it.
And then everything remains unchanged other than the fact that I'm like a shriveled up husk of a human
Honestly,
being.
the jokes might get funnier. Who knows?
Yeah, it'd probably be great with that voice constantly.
You got nothing else to focus on except being funny and sucking Bigfoot's dick, so.
I can't laugh too hard. If I do, I will crumble into nothingness.
And then I'll start a new podcast with my co-host, The Moon. And we'll have a jolly good time with our witch fan base.
Fucking damn you, Moon.
I love the moon. I stan the moon. You all know that. Aidan says, blow up the moon. You know, what do you think?
Moon bad.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I didn't think hating the moon was supposed to be my brand, but here we are.
I got a cryptid here for us. I think it's in desperate need of some PR.
Oh, I'm so excited. Give me that problematic boy.
Let me tell you about the Beast of Bears.
Beast of Bears?
The Beast of Bears is a cryptid found in southern Texas, Florida, Virginia, and possibly Arkansas. So, shout out to those places.
He's a southern boy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He got that 10-gallon hat, he do.
I love him. This creature resembles a large bear with many scars and missing patches of fur. It's commonly seen near swamps, as well as areas in deep woods. But I really like that swamp part. That's that gusto. That's that oomph that I like to see. That chutzpah.
That swamp bear.
Yeah, like...
We got this swamp bear out here in Texas.
He's not just hanging
in our
out.
Texas swamps.
He's not just hanging out in the woods. He's branching out. Haha, branch joke. And I love that. Anyway, creature described as having a strong pungent smell of alcohol and rotten eggs. That's something we gotta work on. But yeah, basically, it's a big, nasty bear in the South, and he's big and scarred and fucked up. I also like to think he kind of looks like that bear with all the bear heads in Gravity Falls.
He sounds like Mordu from Brave.
He really does.
Is he just a bear?
Yeah, but he's got some issues. So
Maddie. Having emotional trauma doesn't make you a cryptid.
Oh shit. Well, what am I?
I think what we need to do for this bear is to help him come to terms with the fact that he's a bear and he's not a cryptid. He needs to learn to love himself instead of forcing labels onto himself to make him feel like he's part of something bigger. It's okay to be inconsequential.
It's fine to be just a bear. I promise you. Sometimes...
It's okay to be a bear. Have fun. Write a book.
Is bear, but sometimes is more than bear? Sure. But right now, you can just be a bear. It's no big deal.
Take some cues from our good friend Paddington. Who, you know what, as I said, maybe not the best example, because that fucker talks and is on two legs, so
He does not act like a bear at all.
He is quite the cryptid, if anything. So, bad example. Think of the We Bare Bears. No, wait, that they also talk and stand on two legs. Not a great example.
Just go watch Brother Bear. Okay, it's the full...
But one of those bears is a bear that was actually a guy before.
Right, but it's the full, like...
Not a great example. What's an example of a good bear who's just a bear? I know, exactly. And I keep saying to stop referencing this thing, but fuck it, it's perfect. Bosco the bear from Avatar The Last Airbender.
Oh, he is just a bear!
He's just rolling around, he's just a bear.
You know how much I had to pay to get seats this close to the bear? Yeah, watch Avatar.
In a world full of freaky cryptid animals that are mishmashes of nonsense, Bosco is the one thing of normalcy to our perspective.
Because not only is he a regular bear, presented for us in this beautiful universe, but he's a bear in a universe of other kinds of bears, you know? But he dares to bear. And he bears his soul to other bears. And I just can't bear it when people tell me it's not good bear representation. Okay, anyway, so watch Avatar.
I was just gonna let you go.
I couldn't think of another
I was just gonna let that play out and see what happened.
I can't think of another use of the word bear, but the Beast of Bears should just watch Avatar, learn to love itself as just a regular bear. And, you know, if you want to go back to the swamp sometimes, you've probably made some non-bear swamp friends, that's fine. But just, know where you come from and appreciate that. There's nothing wrong with being a bear.
You could do what, sad people in middle school do and wear a fedora.
Oh, that's pretty good. That might cover up some of the patches of fur
You're
that
from
are
Texas,
missing.
so you could wear like a 10-gallon hat.
Ooh.
That'd be cute. A little bear in a 10-gallon hat. I think that would work
A
for you.
little 10-gallon hat and a little vest, maybe. A little cowboy boots with some fancy little spurs.
A little hootenanny and putting on a show, I dare
And
say.
then you can just go and join the
Ooh,
Country
boy.
Bear Jamboree.
I sound like Big Daddy from Princess and the Frog, but if he got like Alvin and the Chipmunk when I do
if he
that
got turned
voice.
into a bear.
Oh boy! I dare I say to y'all.
So become a bear, and then once you've done that, become a cowboy bear. Because why not? Right?
And then you join the Country Bears.
That's the top of that's
Hey, oh, we got him!
self-actualization for bears.
How, Maddie, look me in the eye when I say this to you. How the hell did we get through so much time talking about bears and a bear from the country, and we managed to not even do the obvious thing?
Country bears?
Who are we? Who am I?
You mean the Country Bear
To
Jamboree
condemn this man to slavery?
that I mentioned like 5 minutes ago in this bit?
Me? Me of all people did not reference Country Bears that I do at every opportunity because I think it's a hilarious garbage nonsense film?
I just like have PTSD from watching it, so I decided not to mention it.
Find your kind, Country Bear.
Go be free.
Play a sick little banjo solo.
Bare your soul.
Maddie, shut the fuck up.
Give us something else.
Podcast canceled.
Oh shit. God, every time I make a joke, I'm telling y'all, I'm working
I don't
on
deserve
it.
this podcast anymore because I couldn't think of the Country Bear things. Anyway, go to ads. Alright, here we are in the ad breaks. Welcome. Nobody pays us to do this show. You can buy an ad. Maddie, tell them about it.
Buy an ad! We have ads that we sell for $5 and $6 on our website, pnnpodcast.com, and there's a tab for ads. Go purchase one. You can tell people about something you're actually working on, a project, a podcast of your own, whatever, or you can just do kind of a fun meme shout out.
We did a readout
you know?
for
Like,
Pope
hey.
Francis a few episodes ago.
Yeah, someone sent in a fake Pope Francis, ad.
It was
I mean, it wasn't
actually
fake.
him, of
It was
course.
obviously the real Pope, but it was a fun ad.
Consider that,
So-
because I need food on my table.
Because we need money so we can keep doing the show.
Arthur Lee Allen, John Wayne Gacy, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Seems like those who do irreparable damage to society all have 3 names. You'd get in on the action too, if it weren't for the fact that your middle name is Willoughby. That's not the kind of name that gets your misdeeds immortalized. But fret not, because we here at 3 Names, 3 Names, 3 Names will provide you with the best 3 names a sinner like you could hope for. Got a murder spree to go on? Want to terrorize the nation? Longing to write a fetish musical and then oppress the working class? Well, you gotta go with 3 Names, 3 Names, 3 Names and secure your place in the halls of infamy. Maddie,
Aidan.
why do ghosts bother people? This comes from an anonymous Yahoo Answers user who asks, why do live in people's homes if they do the scary people? Why do they come into dreams?
Oh, is that it?
That's it.
Oh, that's the question. Can you read it one more time? I was trying to comprehend that.
Why do ghosts bother people? Oh, I'm sorry. Why do ghosts bother people? Why do live in people's homes? Why do they scary people? Why do they come into dreams?
I mean, why do ghosts bother people? Maybe Ghost is bored?
I imagine that it has something to do with the fact that they either don't know what their unfinished business is, or they actively enjoy being just a fucking little shyster.
Yeah, I mean, why do humans bother Sim? Why do humans play in Sim's home and do scary and set them on fire so the Grim Reaper shows up? 'Cause I'm bored, dog! If I was a ghost, I would also be playing The Sims, but like with people. 'Cause the stakes are higher, so it's more fun.
You'd be possessing them and making them drown in pools.
Yeah, just like making them want to eat mac and cheese for no reason at 3 a.m. and then setting them on fire and drowning them in a pool that doesn't have any ladders.
I find it so interesting that they say, why do they come into dreams? I imagine dreams are just like pocket universes that we can control in an acute manner in between, waiting for the sun to come up. So I imagine it's pretty fucking cool for a ghost to see what the hell Freudian nightmare is happening in there.
Right. They want to know. See, ghosts are living on sort of a different level of existence where things are a little more wacky, a little more spooky and fun. So just our regular human life when we're awake is boring for them. But our dreams are a little more wacky and fun like the ghost world. So
I imagine they have some sort of creative control in there. Because there have been plenty of times where I've become conscious that I'm dreaming, like while I'm dreaming, and suddenly I can control what happens in the dream, and it's super cool. And so I imagine ghosts have that all the time.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Do you ever do that? Am I just a freak of nature? Do you get control of your dreams sometimes?
No, usually when I realize I'm dreaming, then I'll wake up. But sometimes I have sleep paralysis where I know I'm asleep, but I can't get up. And that's really fun and spooky.
Is sleep paralysis the result of ghost meddling in your dreams? And you're seeing, when you're paralyzed and you see that horrifying visage, you are seeing like an imprint of the ghost.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe for the people who see stuff. Me, I'm literally just sitting there and I can't move, which is fun. But maybe I have sleep paralysis ghost demon, but they're just really fucking lazy. And they're like, I don't want to make anything scary for her. She could just fucking sit there, idiot.
I just got my popcorn. I'm watching this horrifying nightmare. It's pretty fun. Not mine doing, just something that happened naturally, and I'm just kind of enjoying it.
It's really entertaining to watch me use every single fiber of my being to try and, like, shift one of my fingers to move so that I'll wake up. I think that would be so fun. So, yeah, maybe ghosts. That's why do ghosts bother people? For fun. Why do we do anything?
For kicksies.
To have a good time.
Bunch of shysters. We answered it in the first 5 minutes and still we kept
going.
going.
For the meme of it all.
Alright, that's gonna do it for us today here at Lore Folk. If you like what you heard, you can share this with your friends. We're but babes in the woods. I haven't said that one in a while. Here we are. That's the actual intro that I was supposed to be doing this whole time, and I just wasn't doing it because I'm not good at my job. If you want to help me be better at my job, consider submitting a question or an encounter experience or something of that like to our email that's a Twitter. Our email, lorefolksubmissions@gmail.com. We'd really appreciate it. I spend so much time on Yahoo Answers and I've seen the absolute worst of the world and I'm sick of going there all the time.
Yeah, Aidan's all old and senile now because he has to be on Yahoo Answers all the time. So please send us something spicy. We'll talk about it. We would love to.
And also, if you do send something, we haven't received anything yet, but if you don't hear us talking about it or something, it might just be a delay. It also might just be we couldn't find a funny angle to it.
Your situation may be too dire.
Sometimes when I'm looking for stories, it's just like a standard ghost story, and I'm just like, it's a ghost story. Mate, I don't know there's nothing out here that I can really work with here.
Oh, it's just ghosts in it.
Just ghosts in it. That's about it.
There's just ghosts in it.
This is about the end of the podcast. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Watching, listening. See you all in hell. Blow up the moon. Watch Avatar The Last Airbender for that good bear representation. Whatever the third thing we talked about, I don't even remember at this point. Was there a fourth thing? I don't remember that either.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We got some comments and likes recently that made me get the honey glow in my cheeks, and I really appreciated that. Made me feel real good.
Okay, don't forget to write. Love ya.
Anyway, I'm gonna go blow up the moon and kill God and suck a dick.